Yeah. I've been smashing. Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't? Here now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready. Check. 53. Record. Check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready. 53. Mike.
Watch the slant.
2nd and 11. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw again, Schilling, and that is incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Now they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Check 24. Check 24.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
54. Bound to lose one.
Looking to throw. McKay into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Check 3, check 3.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Norwood's got it, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and 2, McKay. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So forget the field goal. Give him the first on that penalty.
How about that? That's one way to pick it up, but that's doing it the hard way. But they'll accept it.
So how big might the special teams mistake be there? Running into the kicker. 10. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored or do you show the yards per carry
I'm
first?
showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Back to throw. Schilling, eluding the pressure right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Schilling dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Packers! Kareem Hunt, 51 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Now they try the right side here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Looking to throw on second down. Schilling buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. And that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Schilling. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he'll find Hall. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, McKay. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Completes it to Norwood. Touchdown, Detroit, in for the score. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimous St. Brown. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Schilling. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On first down, Schilling. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Schilling. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it will be 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. McKay. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
He's got it at the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Touchdown, Packers. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
From the gun, Schilling. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time win right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for second and goal. Operating from the gun, McKay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Pull it high. Smooth. Hard. Ready.
Looking to throw. Schilling. Flushed out right. He'll run it, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to try the jet sweep on third and long, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
X3. 2-8-3. Stop. Hit it.
They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Let's go. 54 Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Rotate. Bang.
Throwing on first down. McKay. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Kenny Clark able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable second and 13.
Check 37. Check 37. Watch that.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on second and 13. Second and 13. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
54's Mike.
From the gun, McKay. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, about ball control, isn't it?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
I'm going to come back to you.
Back to throw. McCain, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Come on, switch it. Watch the safety creep.
Now they try the right side here. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Check. Ready. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Get him. Let it go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So Big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Off play action. Schilling to the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now.
On 4th down, Schilling. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Topper! Hey, Charlie! Quick dance! Come! Shoot!
Throwing again. Schilling. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I'm scared.
49, check 49, check 49.
Big edge. They'll
run it now out of the gun. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them, because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
I'm about to make a play.